Hey everyone, it's Barry here. Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. I hope you are well. First things first, today we are making a no-bake chocolate orange cheesecake, and not just any chocolate orange. I hope it's not just me, but on Christmas Day I get a Terry's chocolate orange every single morning since I was like 5, and I would just eat the whole thing, but I love them. So that's what we're putting in it. If you can't get one of these, any chocolate orange will do. If not, just put some orange extract in with your chocolate when you melt it. All right, so we were going to do a pastel de nata today, which is a Portuguese custard tart creme brulee puff pastry cupcake looking thing, which was phenomenal. Unfortunately, we've come back, and despite the kitchen looking awesome now and all safe and done, apart from the tiling, it appears, unfortunately, when the kitchen was fitted, they might have nipped the electrical cables, which means now the microwave, which is fixed, doesn't work. We're getting a new one anyway, cha-ching. The oven doesn't work, so I couldn't use that. But the hob does if I use a match. So it means we can melt our butter and our chocolate for this recipe. So if you want to give it a go, the full method and ingredients are on myvirginkitchen.com, which is about to be revamped. It's gonna be so, so good. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. So I really hope you give it a go. Let's crack on and make it. Just as an aside, this microphone is really heavy. I'm finding all my lighter t-shirts, they end up turning into V-necks. I should be walking around with a gold medallion or something. Little disclaimer, look, our wall units are suddenly up. Well, hey, we're pretty much done now with the kitchen, but the lights, as you can see, are reflecting against the wall unit. So I'll move those soon. Just ignore them today. First step, grab yourself a mixing bowl. And as we are still living out of boxes at the moment, I can't find my sealable bag to bash my biscuits. So I'm gonna be doing it right in here. And they aren't just any biscuits, that is a whole pack of Hobnob's nice, rich, oaty biscuits. I need to do that as a video recipe, actually. Rolling pin. And just bash away until you get fine crumbs. You could alternatively bash this in a Ziploc bag, which I normally do, or you could put it through a food processor, which is actually probably the easiest way out of all of them. Now, Hobnobs break quite easy because they can be quite crumbly, but if it's more of a harder cookie, then you should pretty much use one of those other methods. You don't need to see that right now, so there's the dogs. Amy, Boston. We're nearly there now, folks. I actually think an underrated biscuit, in my opinion, a ginger nut, would work really well here as well as a base. Most biscuits would, but I think the ginger would complement the orange really, really well. I'm sure there's loads of variations of those all around the world, just sort of ginger flavoured biscuits really, but you could use any sort of cookie or biscuit for the base, like Oreos is quite common. I've done that in the past a few times, but just get them all nice and fine. Make sure whatever biscuit you use though is not too fine and soggy, you know? You get some biscuits that are soggy and you'll just have a droopy base. It's all about that buttery biscuit base, folks. I had to mention that, otherwise it will just come up in the comments. Oh, crumbs! Look at my crumbs, all done. So here goes our melted butter right in with those crumbs, and don't let it soak in too quickly. Stir it almost immediately. You want to completely coat it, because that is going to act as a glue, hold it together, and of course, with it being butter, it's going to be very naughty and add a bit of flavour in it. Try not to add too much butter because it can become greasy, okay? But if you follow the ingredients on the website, you should be fine. Either that or I've written them down wrong. We've got an orange here and I'm just getting the zest of it in there. This is completely optional, but it'll give it an extra orangey vibe running through it. It's a shame you couldn't do this with Jaffa cakes really, but the base of those is too soggy. You'd have a real orange Jaffa-ness running through. But actually, you could just put an extra band in this cheesecake of orange jelly filling. That would be amazing. I didn't do that, but there we go. If you do it, your cheesecake's going to be probably better than mine. So if you do that, let me know. And just mix that through. It smells so orangey now. Oh, so good. The butter will grip that too. And this is our base. Now, some people actually do bake this now. I can't. But as it's a no-bake cheesecake, we're going to press it into a loose bottom tin. Yep, so a nice round loose bottom tin, pop that open and the bottom will come off, which is going to be essential for getting it out later on. So we just push this base in. It'll be a bit crumbly at first, but don't worry. Do not worry at all, my friends. It's all about just getting it down and in there, get every single nook and cranny out of the bowl. And then, of course, make sure you have secured that. The worst thing is going to be lift that up and it just goes. Just use the back of your spoon to press it all into place. All right, so make sure it's evenly covered. Don't worry if you've got the odd bump in it. I mean, if you want to, you can really press it down and get the spirit level out. We're not going to go to that detail, folks. It's a cheesecake. You want it in your belly, right? So with that done, it's going in the fridge while we work on our filling. Just before we do the filling, massive thank you to everyone that's pre-ordered the book. Last video I did was the announcement of it, and you guys got me to #1 in pies, pastries and bakes or something like that on Amazon. It's absolutely bonkers. We were trending on there and everything, so thank you so much. If you haven't pre-ordered it already, there's a link in the description. And those in the US and Canada, it's coming very soon. It should be by the end of this week, hopefully. And also, some of you guys also pre-ordered my first one, so really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. To make the filling, we are going to need some double cream. You could also use whipping cream. We just got to whip that up. I've only got a small bowl at the moment there. This could go everywhere. Hopefully it won't. Watch me whip. To be fair, that didn't go everywhere. So we're just going to whip this up until it's nice and thickened. There we go. Nice whipped cream. We have our bowl here, which we're going to put the filling in, but just to one side, cha-chung. Not 1 chocolate orange, but 2 chocolate oranges going into a bain-marie. I'm going to break them up. Well, in fact, they'll do it anyway for me in segments like that. Just break up your chocolate, and it's just, we want to melt it away. And it's important to start this step first because we want the chocolate to be melted but cooled down. So just to show you with the pugs looking on in the background, it's a pan of water that is warming up that will melt the chocolate. You guys have seen that loads of times. All right, icing sugar first. Is it going to make a cloud? A little one. If I went crazy with that, that would have gone everywhere. It's kind of like my pet hate. I don't like breathing in icing sugar, and neither should you. Putting in 2 tubs of cream cheese. Now, this particular brand of cream cheese reached out to me to do a brand deal once, but they actually gave me an entire script that I had to say. And when I do brand deals, folks, I only make sure that I can say what I want, just so you know that. Hi, I really like this cream cheese on my bacon sandwich. Kind of like that sort of vibe, right? But let's not go down that route. So let's just let the cream cheese cling to that icing sugar. Do this quite delicately because it will go everywhere. Just let it bite into it, stir it gently, and then after a while we can pick up the pace and get it all incorporated. So don't worry if it loosens up a little bit like that. That's just a little bit of the heat from me moving it around because it will get all fridged up in a bit. But the icing sugar is all incorporated in there now. Oh, look at you trying to escape. That tastes good. The chocolate's just finished off melting behind me, so we'll now take our double cream. We'll probably lift it in a couple of portions. Donk, donk, like that. So what we want to do is we want to try and make this as minimal as possible by folding it through, because if we overbeat the cream, that'll go too thin, and that's going to kind of help hold it together. So just work it through. Now, I'm not going to count how many folds, like 10 or something like that, but just until you can't see it anymore, like literally just. You don't want to overdo it. And don't go like that. Just fold it. Lovely jubbly. Now, I don't know if I dropped any cream on the floor, but Boston is just conveniently hanging about. I think he just likes the look of the chocolate. So this is now cooled down. Please make sure you do that again because you don't want to add any more heat to that cream. And we're going to get that in right now. So let's just push that chocolate. This is going to look awesome, by the way. Push that in there. Oh, that smells so orangey. Alrighty. So we're just going to fold this through. Oh, wow. We're making like a yin-yang sign in our bowl. Going all marbly. The chocolate's working in with the cream cheese and the icing sugar. If you wanted to now, you could use orange extract. So if you're just using standard milk chocolate, add that in now and really tweak that orange flavor to your liking. Alrighty, that is looking gorgeous. Let's get it in our tin with our biscuit base, which I almost forgot about. So the chocolate filling is just going in there. Just pile it on there initially. And what we'll do is start to just spread it all around. Let it sort of settle as well. You could tap it if you want, but just, I mean, it's a big, thick old layer. It's going to find its way. So I've gone for like a little rippled effect, but you can make it as smooth as you like. Now the bad news. The bad news, well, it's worth the wait, is it has to go in the fridge for at least 5 or 6 hours, or ideally overnight. Unless you're making a TV show and you've got a billion home economists helping you behind the scenes. Not that that happens. True story, but anyhow, the best I could do is here's one we made earlier. We actually did make one of these last night. So let's get out the fridge and stick this one in the fridge and show you what it's like. And of course, Boston is protecting the fridge. Also, we finally got a dishwasher and we're not even using it. It's amazing. Oh, here it is. I take it out of the tin already because I've only got one of those tins. So I sat it on a cake stand thing and now it's back on the stand like so. Check that out, it's looking awesome. We're gonna top it now, just with Terry's chocolate orange. You can put grated orange on there, you could put grated chocolate. We'll just put some segments on it, that'll do. I actually just did find a random square of dark chocolate. Don't know where the rest of it went. So I am gonna grate that on top, which actually on its own, like that, I think that looks pretty good. It's just quite discreet, you know? Oh, this is where I go crazy now, where I say I didn't want to do anything to it and I'm just going to go absolutely bonkers. I see, I'm now grating some orange zest on top. This wasn't meant to happen. This is just an accident. And so this does look awesome. Just out of shot, I'm just trying to work out how to make this look quite cool because there's 20 segments in a chocolate orange. I didn't know that. That's a fact I now know, but I want it to look nice. Done a pretty little flower thing out the back there. I don't know if it's going to work. There's only one way to find out though. Remember folks, the true point of My Virgin Kitchen is the fact that I am self-taught and future hosts of the channel along with me will be too. So if we can do anything like this, you definitely can. Cooking is all about confidence and most importantly, creativity. That looks a lot better from where I'm stood. Ta-da! And the bonus, I've got loads of chocolate orange left, which of course I am not going to eat. Alrighty, I'm just gonna have to push the chocolate to one side and go, oh, that base. Oh. Oh my word, that is mind-blowingly good. I had to have another taste just to make sure, right? Oh. Get back in the zone, Barry. Sorry, I was in some sort of orangey heaven then. Phenomenal, super crunchy base, and the smoothness of that orange filling is absolutely gorgeous. The chocolate running through it. So creamy, so creamy. So that's it. Don't forget to head over to myvirginkitchen.com if you are not already for loads of recipes, food fun and inspiration. We also do a weekly podcast which is free on iTunes, Stitcher and all that stuff, and you can now submit recipes and articles to the website too. So really go over there, have a lot of fun. Don't forget to follow us on social media for loads of behind the scenes bits and bobs. Subscribe for regular recipe videos and let me know down below what you want to see next. Give this a go. It's stonking.